Aloha everybody, I'm Howard Deshefsky. Welcome to another edition of Sports People Hawaii. We've got a Winter Olympic kind of show coming up for you. The Olympics in Korea may be over, but you know what? A lot of people are still thinking about cold weather sports like curling. Did you know that there's an active club here in Hawaii? And then there's hockey too. That's right, there's an active hockey league, and these guys, believe me, they don't mess around when they lace up their skates. And then we're going to take you to the island of Maui, where a beautiful meeting of cultures from Tahiti and Hawaii coming together in their canoes, not to race, but to celebrate a brothership and to retrace the route of the Polynesians who first made it to Hawaii. We'll see you back here with these stories and much more in the next 30 minutes, but first, as always, another tip to help you get fit quick.
Get Fit Quick, brought to you by Jocko Rehabilitation.
Hey everybody, this is Jocko from Jocko Rehab. With more bikes on the road, you might be in this situation. You're riding along, minding your own business, and suddenly, whoa! So if you're lucky, you avoid the door and you don't get hurt. But let's go inside the car and I'll show you something that drivers can do to prevent this accident from happening. So if you practice this, when you park your car, when you practice the safe opening of the door, less of a chance that either you or the cyclist have to come see us in the clinic. I guarantee it.
Every story has a journey, carried by the dancing wind. It is a soft explosion, echoing in the hearts of those that love. When open arms take flight, spread your love against the dark of night. Live for hope, long for passion. Live, love, 7 for life.
This segment of Sports People Hawaii is brought to you by Vacations Hawaii and the newly renovated California Hotel.
Hey, welcome back everybody to Sports People Hawaii. We're going to chill out on the ice in just a moment, but first we head to the beautiful white sands and the blue waters off Maui, where recently a group of paddlers from Tahiti made their way to Maui. There was a couple of hotel resorts challenging one another, not racing, but more sharing some special traditions.
Lopopora, Feito. See.
They are brothers from two families separated by an ocean, but who come together under one flag, the Four Seasons Resorts. In this case, representing the resorts on Maui and Bora Bora, Tahiti.
Four Seasons Bora Bora reached out to Four Seasons Maui and challenged us, kind of reached out to paddle together. And what a great timing because of the Makahiki season. So we accepted the challenge and we're super excited to welcome our brothers from Tahiti.
The coming together perfectly timed to celebrate the winding down of the season of Makahiki, a time traditionally set aside each year in the Hawaiian culture for sport and play. And though the spirit of competition runs deep on both sides, this event wasn't so much about winning, but rather the spirit of cooperation and the sharing of both culture and tradition.
It kind of celebrates that connection of us Hawaiians to our brothers and sisters Tahitians. And to be able to paddle with them in these waters of Honuaula, the waters of Kamuaholi'i, the waters in the shadows of Kanaloa, to be able to paddle with our brothers is kind of an awesome experience.
The waters off Maui are of great significance to the Tahitians, as Polynesians first came to Hawaii through this very route.
Oui, ben, une chose encore à dire, c'est vrai que c'était important pour nous de faire le tour de l'île de Molokini. Hein. C'est la croisée des
Making the connection between Hawaiian and Polynesian, like Tahitian, it's very important, and it was like very the emblem of what we want to do and what we want to represent today with the Four Seasons Bora Bora team and the Four Seasons Maui team all together on the paddle around Molokini.
The challenge to paddle a 10-mile loop around Molokini and back to Wailea Beach.
And we're going around the island of Molokini. In Hawaiian, that meant the place of many connections. And I never really connected that name to anything just yet until we started paddling with our brothers from Bora Bora. We're connected to them. So to paddle around the island, the place named for that, the place of many connections, is a connection for me.
In all, one team from Bora Bora and 3 from Maui. This particular Tahitian team paddles competitively year-round, taking part in all the biggest races back in their country every year, while the 3 teams from Maui made up of both competitive and recreational paddlers.
It was kind of quick in coming. We had a few months to prepare and not much participation at first, and we kind of just pulled it together at the end. You know, we were able to fill 3 crews, but they definitely came prepared with 8 or 9 of their stronger guys, and you know, we did what we had to do to make it work.
And initially it did work out pretty well, but then, as often happens in the sport, some of the paddlers quickly found themselves outside the canoe.
And then on the way back, it got a little bit choppy and a little bit windy. So we were kind of swimming sort of sideways to the waves a little bit, trying to come back around to get back to the hotel to have our final run in. And yeah, it just started to bounce a little bit, and then all of a sudden, the canoe just tipped over, and we just hoolied out, and yeah, it was kind of fun.
So we ended up in the ocean, which was a wonderful experience, first for me, for sure. And so we then, as a team, worked very hard to get all the water out, get back into the canoe. But because of the conditions, we decided to turn back and paddle back to Wailea Beach.
To nobody's surprise, the Tahitians were first to return, and in the end, all 4 canoes safely made it back to the beach, where the crew members came together in celebration, all of them winners, and all of them a little bit better for the experience they shared and the knowledge that they gained.
So we are extremely thankful to be here. It was the very first time for us. It's more than a race because we used to race over in Tahiti, but here it was already the connection between the Hawaiian and the Polynesian, and it was amazing, and that's a great experience, and we really hope they're going to be way more experience than that, and we'll be back with all the team. And yeah, now we have to prep for the race in November, and we will be back soon.
Well, I'll tell you what, yeah, it was a good cultural exchange, and we're always happy when our brothers from Tahiti come up and challenge us in our water, and we love to go down there and challenge them as well. But truth of the matter is that they take it a lot more serious than we do here. As far as it's more ingrained in their culture, as far as paddling being their #1 sport.
I mean, this is fantastic. I mean, to have our brothers come over from SEASONS-BORA, I mean, they're super strong paddlers, so we definitely need to practice a little bit more to kind of catch up with them. But it was a really good event. I hope it should be an annual thing. I think it's great for the two resorts to come together.
And significant to us is just to be able to, one, be with our brothers and sisters who we left 1,500 years ago in Tahiti, and we came to Hawaii and we became Hawaiians, right? And to be able to paddle with them in these waters of Honolulu, the waters of Kamuaholi'i, the waters in the shadows of Kanaloa, to be able to paddle with our brothers is kind of an awesome experience.
Great to see those two cultures coming together here in the Hawaiian Islands, and they hope to make it an annual event incorporating more paddling teams from all the different Four Seasons resorts here in the 50th state. And stick around, everybody. When we come back, we take it to the ice to enjoy some curling.
Five 914 777. Who's got the best deals in Vegas around? Who's got the good job? Call 5914777 today. Vacations Hawaii. Vacations Hawaii. Vacations Hawaii. Good luck, we go play. 5914777 today. Good luck, we go play.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. The Olympics may have just recently concluded in South Korea, but a lot of people still have ice on their minds, especially here in Honolulu. Would you believe curling is actually happening at the Ice Palace?
first time, looking forward to it. We'll see how it goes. Got my fingers crossed.
That's pretty much the sentiment when you take a bunch of people who are used to white sandy beaches and sparkling blue water and turn them loose on frozen water. Attempting a sport that, while fun on the surface, is actually very deep in both skill and tradition.
I think what makes curling so popular is that it's such a great sport for teamwork. Everyone works together. The sportsmanship is wonderful. You really bring people into a group and make them, learn from each other. And I think that's been wonderful, especially to just bring it to a place where it's new and you're sharing the sport that I love, that I've done for a very long time, with a new group of people.
The game, known by many as chess on ice, is actually one of the world's oldest team sports, dating back to 16th century Scotland. It made its way here to Hawaii in 2013 thanks to executives at American Savings Bank, who wanted to do something a little bit different for an annual fundraiser. Since that time, American Savings has purchased 4 sets of stones and brooms from a curling club in Wisconsin, and they started the Hawaii Curling Club. Each year, they bring in members of the U.S. curling team to break the ice, so to speak.
They're very enthusiastic right now. There's a lot of teams out here that are very competitive, that they just want to win, but looks like everybody's having fun so far.
It's been really fun. Everyone's so enthusiastic. We know that it's probably like their first or second time that they've done this. It's great to see so many people that have come back from previous years that American Savings Bank has done this event. And so we've really enjoyed getting to see how they've improved and that they are learning new concepts this year.
Among those getting to slide the 42-pound stone this year, students from Kalakaua Middle School, who got to enjoy a memorable and very cool field trip.
And they were so enthusiastic. We did a presentation with them yesterday and they learned some of the terminology and just a general overview of curling and asked some great questions. So they were really prepared when they got out here today, and they played a game, had some pizza, they had a great time.
And perhaps most important, they learn skills that'll serve them well, both on or off the ice.
I think just the sportsmanship and the teamwork, everyone just really works together. It's great to see how people enjoy the what we call a gentleman's sport, where you police yourself, everyone shakes hands before and after the game. And just with the Olympic exposure, so many more people are learning about it and they're interested in it. And so we're happy to bring it to a new place and show it to new people that have not seen it in person before.
And while fun for the kids as well as the adults, perhaps nobody enjoyed it as much as the 2 well-traveled members of Team USA.
Curling in Hawaii, this is pretty unique. We've gone, both Maureen and I have been all over the world, everywhere from the Olympics to Europe and Canada. And the people down here are pretty special. There's a lot of enthusiasm. They just seem to really like the game down here.
Well, like I said, it's probably the first time I've ever gone to a beach and curled at the same time. Generally what we're doing is we're curling where there's a lot of ice or mountains, so mountains that have a lot of snow on them, not like here. So it's been really, really fun to get to go experience the sun and then also get to come in and do the sport that I love.
They have their own gear and they're ready to sign you up. If you're interested in joining the curling club, just give the Ice Palace a call. And stick around when we come back. We're going to keep it right here, but this time we're going to lace up our skates, not for some casual sliding, but for some serious fun on ice.
When you feel like Vegas, there's just one place to stay. Grab a drink at the Holo Holo bar, there's just one place to play. We got a fresh, hot look, a new sports book. We got those local meals, just like Auntie cooks. Aloha spoken here. Bet you find it at the Cow. Book now at thecow.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Sports People Hawaii. We're going to take it right back to the Ice Palace. Of course, ice hockey, not something you think about here in the islands, but there's a lot of transplants that still like to lace up their skates and play. When they do, believe me, they take it very seriously. In a place known for its warm sun, white sand beaches, and sparkling blue water, we've come accustomed to seeing world-class surfing, beach volleyball, and outrigger canoe paddling. And then there's this. At Hawaii's only ice rink, more than 2,500 miles away from the next closest sheet of ice, more and more people are trading in their rubber slippers and surfboards for a pair of ice skates and a stick.
It's such a neat sport. It's so much fun. It's good. It's you know, it's athletic. It's healthy, and the fact that we can play it here, we get to play out here and then go outside. Some of the guys are surfers, and you know, whatever, enjoy the rest of the weather over here. So that's a cool experience, just being able to play here.
A native of northern Minnesota, Gary Shearing pretty much grew up with skates on his feet. The Marine Corps eventually brought him to Hawaii in 1981, and as luck would have it, his timing was perfect.
And by 1982, this rink opened up, and I was here the first day it opened. And so shortly after that, we started playing around here after hours, you know, and just with stick. I think our first puck was wadded up electrical tape. That's what we started playing with.
From that day forward, word spread, and hockey lovers began the migration to Hawaii's coldest venue. Most of them, like Gary, folks who already had hockey in their veins. But a funny thing happened on the way to the ice as more and more local folks started lacing up their skates.
So now that we've got about 125 people in our league. We have 3 divisions in the adult league, plus we got a youth program that's started and seems to be doing pretty well. So yeah, that's how everything kind of got started.
And make no mistake, the players that make up the Hawaii Hockey League don't mess around.
Over the years, it's really gotten better. We've had more and more guys come from the mainland, you know, college people played in college hockey. We've got a lot of people in the military here kind of come in and go out. And I've always kind of looked at us like about a middle-level college team. And we're not going to win a national championship or anything like that, but we could probably beat some college programs out there.
And strange as it may seem, this sheet of ice has produced more than just a handful of players who have gone on to skate at the collegiate level, which is why it shouldn't surprise to see a youth movement in the Hawaii hockey scene.
Skate, bend your way, come on you guys. I'm always fascinated, one, that the rink even exists. Even till this day, I'm surprised the rink exists. But I'm also fascinated by the number of kids who come out and play. It's a totally alien game. There's nothing like it. There's not something like you can see it on TV and have an appreciation for it. You can't play it in street hockey even out here for many, many years. So that kids come out here and participate. It's really phenomenal to me.
Kanani has been skating for about 6 years, and she admits when others find out she's a hockey player, it definitely changes their opinion of her.
I mean, most people are like really shocked because I'm a girl. And for guys, it'd be okay, but because most of them are cheerleaders or soccer players or whatever, they think it's unique and cool. I mean, they think I'm a tough girl.
And even though Kanani has become a regular at the Ice Palace, even she finds it hard to believe there are so many younger kids lacing it up.
He's gonna run off sides, okay?
Well, I never thought they'd be interested in ice hockey. I thought they'd go maybe to soccer, which what everybody does, or football, but it just amazes me how skilled and how quickly they pick up the sport on the ice, even though it looks difficult, but it's actually really fun and pretty easy.
We're a really close-knit group of the people who are playing here. We all know each other. We hang out sometimes after, you know, the games. We're having beers, and you know, there's a lot of businessmen downtown. We got attorneys and accountants and, you know, salespeople, whatever.
I tell you what, those guys are serious, aren't they? And if you're serious about lacing up your skates, give them a call. The Hawaii Hockey Leagues are always looking for a few good men, and yes, even women. And that does it for this edition of Sports People Hawaii. As always, we want to say mahalo to the guys at Nike Golf for keeping us dry, fit, and cool. And if you have a story idea, go to our website, sportspeoplehawaii.com, and drop us a note. We'll be sure to follow up. Until next time, I'm Howard DeShepsey. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you on the next edition of Sports People Hawaii.